guys, let me know if everything's working, and let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm gonna see on my end to see if everything's working, and then we'll get the ball rolling. Talk about drama. Do what we gotta do. All right, it just popped up on my end, so I don't know if I'm super late or not, but let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat real quick. It's working on my end, so that's good. Loud and clear. All right, good. Wait a second for people to start popping up in here. 6 p.m. in the afternoon for me. Ready to talk about some drama. Oh. And then we'll go from there. So we got a couple of pieces of drama to talk about, and then we are obviously going to do something special at the end of the stream because it's the 2-year anniversary today since my Discord server has been created. Some might say that's a good thing, some might say that's a bad thing. Some people might say that this should have been thank you Zombie Allen for subscribing, appreciate it. But some people might say that my Discord server should have never existed in the first place. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Oh great, ohmwrecker again. What the fuck? Yeah, there's some stuff that we need to talk about. ohmwrecker was a little late on some replies apparently, and he wanted to respond to stuff. It looks like it's about 4 days late. They were talking on Twitter on the 24th of September, and the 28th he decided to respond, which was yesterday. I was going to do a live stream yesterday, but it was already super late. It wasn't super late when he sent out the tweet, but it was super late when I got to see it. And went from there. Hello, Rondi, thank you for the hello. Hello, everyone else. RP, $10 super chat. I'm filled with sadness. I like Ohm. I like his content. He's fun to watch, but damn, is he not filled with drama? I wish things worked out differently. Rudy. I'm going to say this. I know there's a couple people, I don't know if I should call them fans of mine or whatever, but some people have reached out saying, hey, I'm still going to watch ohmwrecker. Is it a bad thing or not? First off, you don't have to ask me for anything. I know you aren't, Rudy. I think that's your name. But if you watch ohmwrecker, you can keep watching ohmwrecker. I mean, it's not that bad of a thing. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, in my opinion. What's up, Sen? Actually, if you guys want Sen to hop in, I don't know if Chilled Venom's busy or not, but maybe we can get some other opinions on some stuff. There is a big debate on Minilad right now on whether he should be forgiven or not. Maybe some people have some different opinions about it, but we're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to go through ohmwrecker's response, and then from there, we're going to do something fun. So what we're going to do near the end of the stream, or after the two main topics we talk about, maybe we'll talk about some other stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to allow anybody who joins my Discord or is already in my Discord to hop in a VC and ask any question they want. So if you want to join a VC, ask a question, do whatever you can. I'm going to keep the process pretty quick. It's almost like you're calling into a show. It's going to be pretty quick. You ask your question, you get your answer, and you move on from there. But make sure to go to my Discord, join General VC, and you'll be able to hop in a call, and I'll pull you up to a call, and you can ask your question, and then I'm going to send you upon your way. But you can go ahead and do what you want. Oh god, the Discord going to be alive again. Well, it might be alive for a little bit, but then it's going to go dead again. Not actually dead. There's a couple people, regular people in my Discord who keep it going, and I really appreciate it. And I know those guys probably don't have much to do with their day, so they don't mind hopping in the Discord and talking to people and sharing some stuff. But we still have an art channel that gets a lot of art sent from time to time. A couple other chats where people like send memes and pictures of their pets and cars and stuff like that. So I still appreciate that nonetheless, and I check all the chats every single day when I wake up. It's my daily routine. Some people will read the news, some people go get a cup of coffee. Me, I look at all my Discord chats, see what people are sending. So join the Discord, hop in General VC. It's grouped with all the other VCs, and then near the end of the stream, I'll pull you up. You can go in there and talk to people while you're watching the stream. I don't really mind. But we do got some pieces of drama to talk about. We're going to talk about ohmwrecker a bit. We're going to talk about Minilad a bit. And then we'll get to the Discord stuff where it's going to be a little bit more fun. We'll be a little bit more relaxed. And happy 2-year anniversary to anyone who's been in my Discord for either a short amount of time or the longest amount of time, which if you were there ever since day one, I applaud you. There's a couple of my staff members who have been there since day one, which I really appreciate that. And I know there's a couple members who have been there since day one as well. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's been in my Discord for the longest time that you guys have been. And yeah, we've had a lot of ups and downs with the server. The server almost got massively deleted at one point. The server, you know, was being called out by ohmwrecker and Malika Plays, or whatever her name is, Malika. So yeah, it got reported to Discord. I actually had Discord reach out to me about a couple issues. There was a police report that came out of my Discord at one point. Some person underage was doing stuff they shouldn't have done online, and it got, you know, nothing like to deal with pornography or anything, but you know, I think one of them sent death threats to Ohm or something along the lines of that, and ohmwrecker contacted, I don't know, it was a long story with somebody who's 16 in my Discord, whatever. Yeah, there was a lot of crap and a lot of drama that went through my Discord, but people stuck out for it, and we've had a lot of staff issues. We've had a lot of staff who left, staff who tried to sabotage the server. We bring all the drama in the server. Yeah, we will take anybody, even if it's the most drama-filled person. We will take you into my server, and if you can act appropriate and form to the server, then you're good. If not, oh well. I don't know if Ohm called the cops on the teen or what, but I think police were involved with it at one point because the teen was not going through a good time ever since. I think Ohm reached out to the mother of the teenager. I think that's what happened. Ohm reached out to the parents, which don't know how he did that, but he did. And then I remember there was whispers and people were like, hey, one of your members are being attacked by ohmwrecker, you know? And then ohmwrecker's mods to his Twitch actually banned anyone who was associated with my community and my Discord, actually. So ohmwrecker's mods on Twitch banned anyone who was associated with me, even if they were nice and even if they were cool. So back earlier when I was saying, hey, somebody reached out to me, talking to me about, hey, I watch Ohm's content, you know, is it still a good thing that I do it? It's because back then, you know, Ohm's mods would ban anybody who was associated with me. And I said, yes, if they're banning anybody who watches my content but also enjoys watching Ohm's content, that's on them, that's their fault, and they're doing something wrong there. I'm never going to ban anybody if you watch Ohm's content. You know, even if you watch Mini Lad's content, I don't care. As long as you're not preying around thinking that he's completely forgiven or whatever. I think you're stupid for watching his content, but, I mean, agree to disagree. So anyways, we'll hop into the drama. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got Ohm's side of the story about the whole Ritz Place thing. He puts together a paste bin, which I've never heard of this, but it's almost like an entire website where he has all the information he could ever need. And he posted this on his Twitter, and I'll read through the Twitter thread, and then we're going to look at the paste bin, and then we're going to analyze everything. We got to copy and paste a couple things and do some searches of that, and then go from there, obviously. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask, and I'll see if I can check out the chat every once in a while. It'd be kind of hard to follow up with the chat sometimes when I'm reading through this and focusing on it. But feel free to send any super chats. I also got a tip link down below, and if you have a tip link at all, I'll make a special video just for you because I appreciate that. And thank you, by the way, to all the members as well. I thanked you guys in the last video, but I want to thank anybody who's a member who's watching now, after the stream's over, currently, whatever. Thank you for being a member. I just went through and changed a lot of my member icons. If you're like level 1, you get a special icon. If you're level 2, you get a special icon. If you're level 3, you get a special icon. And then depending on how long you were on that level or a member for, your icon changes. So I went through and changed a couple of them, and I'm still going to change them again, but I just did something to change them recently. And thank you to all the people. There's some members that have been part of my channel for more than a year. Even through the times where I was barely uploading, even through the times where I was being called out for a lot of shit, even through the times where this channel was losing subscribers, even during the time that, you know, Liz Katz called me out on Twitter, made a video about me, and a ton of people came to my channel and was like after me. So there was a lot. There was a lot. So I appreciate, though, everything, and I appreciate those members who have stayed for a long time. I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna have to give you guys your own special video sometime. How you doing, TJV? I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Shane? My uncle's name is Shane. Liz Katz is down bad. I don't know about Liz Katz herself, but that video was not that good. Why did Liz go after you? Well, she made that video about Delirious. Liz Katz made this video pretty much explaining everything for Delirious instead of having Delirious do anything himself. Delirious was in my live chat when Liz Katz was going to drop this video. And he was like, just watch the video and I will... Because I was asking Delirious directly, like, did you have these alt accounts? Did you sit here and harass Ohm and everyone else? And he sat here and just watched Liz Katz's video. I watched Liz Katz's video, and I thought it was pretty terrible. It seemed like it was a giant attack over the other person, and the rest of it was downplayed a lot. She didn't really give many specifics, but we did learn a few things from there. And so I had a conversation past that, and then Delirious and Ohm were arguing in the chat, and Ohm flat out said, I think Delirious's full name, and they were going crazy in my live chat, but I ended up making a video following that up, breaking down the video, and I was saying, hey, these are the problems with the videos. These are a couple issues. This is a good way to fix it. If Liz Katz were to make a follow-up video about this, these would be a couple good things. So I even gave advice saying, hey, I would prefer to hear more about this. And then Liz Katz went to my Twitter, unfollowed me, which I don't know if she was even following me in the first place. So she had to follow me just to unfollow me, then unblock it, or then block me, and then she put a troll face saying, you mad, bro, and posted it on her Twitter. Well, I had a lot of people who knew me in real life reach out being like, hey, I follow Liz Katz, and I saw this, and that's your Twitter, bro. What is going on? And I had a lot of people who were fans of Liz Katz go after me on Twitter. Not only that, but also my YouTube channel, because I have my YouTube channel linked to my Twitter, and people found out why Liz Katz did it. Is because she didn't like my video, and she had a very emotional response to it. But ever since, Liz Katz hasn't really done anything. I have no beef against Liz Katz at all for that, and I'm not mad at Liz Katz for that. It's just, I hope she knows that was a very emotional response on her part, and hopefully she learns from that. Hopefully she starts, acting more like an adult, I would hope. So, we'll have to wait and see. Wait and see for sure. Yeah, a couple people are referencing my old video. Do you guys want me to cover parts of my other video? I just uploaded a video about 3 days ago. Has like 40,000 views right now, and a lot of people have questions about that. I can cover that later, but I kind of want to get into the drama because I know a lot of people are wanting me to get into it soon. But I can cover it. If people need me to cover it, I can cover it. I'm just wanting to let you guys know, if you guys want me to cover it, it'll have to be later in the stream, and I can answer any questions you guys got. I know YouTube hates facts. I know you might have you were talking about the religion part I mentioned in there. We can talk about that in a minute, but yeah, I wish Liz Katz well. Nobody ever, I forgot to say the disclaimer. I can't mention any YouTuber's name who had beef with me, or any YouTuber in general, without saying this disclaimer. Don't send any hate to anybody. Liz Katz, anybody. Don't send any hate. Be respectful and be obviously mature and responsible using the internet. So don't be doing any of that. I wish Liz Katz well with her family and everything. Having said that, though, we should move on to the next thing and move on from there. All right. At TJV, why is he blowing this up again? He just could have ignored it, unfollowed, and move on. Well, we'll see why. You'll see why here in a second. So just give the time of day to watch real quick. Let me know what you guys end up thinking of this real quick, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's jump right into it. We have this Twitter thing real quick where it starts with Ritz Plays. He said something real quick. Let me switch it over. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and everything. So he was saying something here. The reply was hidden by the original Twitter author. Don't know what that was. And then, bro, I've never even played with that crew. How am I involved in whatever YouTube drama Ohm is involved in? Talking about the Vanos crew, probably. I unfollowed Ohm. He threw a fit. Whatever his beef with them is irrelevant to his unhinged response. We played games back in 2016, and as time passed, I moved on and I left YouTube. Okay. And then Scorpio sits here and responds, very real allegation that H2O's response shows there is truth to them, are not beef with the crew, you disgusting freak. Why am I not surprised some like you would be such a hypocrite? You are one unhinged and have always been a great job defending the pedo crew. So somebody who's on the Ohm side, the pedo crew, it's something that I think Ohm has used that term before, but if not, certainly people who have followed him have used that. How is Ritz involved? Ritz unfollowed Ohm, and Ohm got mad, and they had a lot of drama. This is where Ohm gets hit. Like, this is where Ohm enters drama with Ritz, is because since Ritz unfollowed him and Ohm DM'd him, mad at him about it, Ritz screenshotted the DMs and put them online instead of DMing back. He just put their DMs online and said, hey, go get therapy, Ohm. I'm not dealing with your DMs right now. And that's where they had a public beef. Some of the members of the Vanos crew came out and started, jumping on Ohm about it. Nogla had conversations with Ohm on Twitter about it. Terrorizer, I think, made a little joke tweet about it. Kelly, Wildcat, 407, Big Puffer, they all made a slight response to it, or reaction to it at least. And that's where it comes from. Having said that, this is what Ohm says to all of this. Just found out about this and his follow-ups. He is repeatedly lying / misrepresenting things. Here's my response. This paste spin, which looks like this. It's really weird, but this is everything that Ohm has typed out here, and we're going to go through all of it, so don't worry. We're going to figure out whatever the hell's in this paste spin and go from there. If all of this is true, then why haven't the authorities done something yet, is what somebody says. Watch Web of Make-Believe Episode 4, The Most Hated Man on the Internet, for a couple examples of U.S. investigations and their time frames. Also, ask yourself why Minilad, EDP445, and others have never had any arrests to date. I really can't get into more than that. So what exactly is being done then? Is there anything concrete for authorities to go by, or is this just speculation? I mean, everybody seemed to be on board with stopping Mini and EDP, but there just doesn't seem to be much to go by. And then there's not really much else there. There's no response back from Ohm yet. It was 13 hours ago. Maybe Ohm has never responded, and he will respond. We'll just have to wait and see. But this person brings up a very valid argument that's been brought up for a while. If there's actually anything at all, don't you think something would have been done by now? Ohm's biggest critique about the whole drama and situation has always been against Delirious, and there's nothing really Delirious. There's nothing really that's happened to Delirious. We hear from Ohm that the FBI showed up at his door. They've served papers back and forth. Apparently, they're going to go to court sometime about it. Delirious lawyered up. Ohm has spent over $20,000 on lawyers and attorney fees, apparently. We haven't really heard anything else besides that, and nothing else is really getting the ball rolling, and Ohm has been sort of quiet about it, saying, I can't really say much else, and I can't speak much about it, and I can't reveal anything. But that would imply that there is something to reveal. But again, that's the debate. Should you believe, is there anything else more to go by on this? Are we waiting for a court date to happen? Are we waiting for someone to get arrested? Are we waiting to uncover more evidence? Is there more evidence out there and people just haven't revealed it yet? A while ago, I don't know if you guys noticed, but ohmwrecker did have a video, he said. He said he was going to make a full video, like, kind of like an exposing the crew, and it had a bunch of shit in it. I don't know if all of that's been revealed. So if Ohm is dropping it here and there, I gotta say two things. One, holding all that stuff back just to reveal it slowly would tamper with the investigation. That would be stupid. But two, it would probably be a very smart thing if he wants the drama to continue, not in terms of just the sake of starting drama, but to keep up with the audience of the crew, saying, hey, there's a lot more to this and you should be interested in this because there's more out there. Honestly, it's kind of villain level of smart if he's going that route with it, But again, he hasn't really shown that he is doing any of that. It seems like there's not really anything. I think I had a conversation with Sen and Chilled Venom one time about this, where do we honestly think there is anything else beyond what's been shown? And I've had those type of conversations all the time with people I know in real life and online. To me, personally, I think there is more stuff. Whether that stuff is that bad or not, I don't know, and I won't speak upon. But I do definitely think there's more stuff that we have not seen yet. 100%. And then there's going to be stuff today about the Ritz Plays drama that kind of adds to the whole story on what path Ohm has been on ever since he's joined the crew, left the crew, and gotten part of this drama. And we got more to talk about. But anyways, this tweet right here that Ohm ends up putting out, just found out about this in his follow-ups. He is repeatedly lying and misrepresenting things. Here's my response. This is Ohm's side that I referenced in the title and the thumbnail that I'm going to jump into. And if you click on this link, it leads to this. And it's a lot. And some of it might be cut off because of the way I have the stream set up. But I'm going to read it as much as I possibly can. I'm going to try zooming into it. You guys can't really see the first set of words, but that'll be fine. He continues to misrepresent things, lie and deceive about the truth, about the longevity of our friendship, the drastic change in our near decade-long non-problematic friendship in 2021. That was the reason for my message. It was not over a block. It was clear something changed after the H2O Delirious allegations arose. So if you guys know, all the allegations came out about H2O Delirious and Ohm putting it out and being on Drama Alert XYZ. Ohm is saying here that it's not because he got blocked, which again, I say all the time, Ohm got mad because he got blocked. It's easier to say that than try to explain everything. Ohm is saying it's not that simple. It's more along the lines of Ohm knew something was up. They never had a problem with the friendship. There was never an issue. But ever since the H2O Delirious allegations came up, there was some sort of issue. And with him recently unfollowing me, or whatever the case may be, that's when I knew, yep, 100%, since the allegations came out, he's changed his tune and no longer wanted to be friends. That's why I sent the DM, not simply because of the unfollow. It isn't like they were friends last week and then he unfollowed him this week and boom. Apparently they weren't friends for a while because he's changed his tune ever since the H2O Delirious allegation. Wanted to put that out there real quick. So that's what Ohm means by the first paragraph. We got about 30 more to go, so let's jump right into it. I have seen this repeatedly since May of 2021 with others. Delirious's Darvo attack was beyond effective to the point of countless lost friendships and relationships. Ritz is not the first. He, like many others, included some of his closest friends, were no doubt influenced by the lies and character attacks by H2O Delirious and his closest friends, as he faced numerous allegations of everything from revenge porn, censors on Pastebin, so that's why he has to type it up that way, cyber stalking, and using fans for cyber/phone sex in conjunction with their creation of CP for him. Some of Ritz's currently closest friend defended Delirious and attacked me at the time, publicly to back Delirious, and he hasn't talked to me since. We were actively friends and playing games all the way into 2020. We never had any issues. We came together to stand against Sattleizer. Satellizer Games. That took me a minute to say that. In 2020, alongside Haley Baby. Some easy to catch lies and misrepresentations of Ritz in this, based off just a few examples of what I'll link here. 1. He falsely claims we were just co-workers 7 to 8 years ago. So apparently that's what Ritz claims. They were just co-workers 7 to 8 years ago. That apparently was false. They were friends all the way up into 2020, played games together, and stood together on some drama before. Hey, Potsy's back. Say welcome back, Potsy. He has not been here for a while, so everyone say welcome back, Potsy, in the live chat. I appreciate that. Number 2, he later falsely claims he only sent some nice messages in 2018, but then acted like I never invited him to do anything after joining the Vanos crew late 2014, early 2015. Number 3, then again, he later claims that we played games back in 2016, again misrepresenting our friendship or the content we made. Yet is what a line says right here. You guys can't see it, but it's right here where my mouse is. Yet, the word yet. Let's see if I can zoom in even more and get closer to it. You can see the dots now right here. It says yet right before those dots. Sorry about the way it's set up. I invited Ritz, yeah, we're on the right one. I invited Ritz to all sorts of games, gave him the friends role on my gaming creator Discord I made, which gave him access to every game room I made. Invited him to Uno, Don't Starve Together, Last Year, Among Us, Dead by Daylight, Midnight, Rainbow Six Siege, The Calling, and many other games over the years, even after he made known he was mostly retired from the space. This continued even into the end of 2020, not long prior to Discord's allegations being made public. And then here's a bunch of links to images, and we're going to look at them real quick to see whether or not this is true and if Ohm backs it up. This is sort of where the evidence thing comes into play. What are you up to? Ritz, also known as Sean here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, I can zoom into this. Nothing, what's up? It's been a while. How you been? Ben Blurman, just nonstop busy. Going to play Uno here in a sec. One in on PC. Hell yeah. And then it's a Discord link. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but there's a Discord link at the bottom right here that allows him to go join the Discord. I doubt that Discord link works anymore. I'm sure it was a temporary Discord link, so don't try searching it up. All right, so that one right there. So far what we got from all of this, just to pause and take it in. Ohm is claiming Sean has been misrepresenting the friendship and all that. If this is what the entire thing is, it is a complete waste of time, because it doesn't matter if y'all were close friends or not. Ohm can have his opinion that they were close friends. Sean can say they were never close friends for whatever reason, whatever. And it doesn't really matter if they were close friends or not, because at the end of the day, the action was that he unfollowed you, you DM'd him to talk to him about it, and he decided to make it public. Ohm doesn't need to say anything else. Technically, Ohm is right in this situation, because that information shouldn't have to be shared publicly in the first place. If he was that irritated by the message, he could have just blocked Ohm and been done with it. Ohm coming out to do all of this just seems a lot of extra work to prove that they were friends, when it doesn't matter. If Sean ends up turning out to be a liar, that, you know, we were never friends, we weren't friends, we never played together since this day, blah, 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 and a couple of those things are wrong, at the end of the day, he had a couple of little white lies. But does that mean he lied about everything else? I would say that's unfair to assume. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys really think that it matters if they were friends or not? Because overall, it doesn't matter. They're no longer, he ain't following him anymore. Their relationship's not really gonna be salvaged at all. The actions are done. Move on. You know, I don't really think it matters about all of this. And that's just what I want to take in real quick right now, is that the argument about it doesn't really matter. But I guess Ohm is trying to score a win on this one and say he lies, I'm telling the truth, boom. I mean, that seems like all it is. All right, time to look at the second screenshot. This is the second one. There's a lot of them here, so let's jump into this one. Oh, Discord. So who's off at PAX and who's around looking to do stuff this weekend, early week? I'm good early this week, driving to PAX tomorrow. Okay, shows they were friends. Cool. Doesn't really mean anything, I wouldn't say, but I guess this is Ohm's argument, showing that they were a lot closer friends than what he's putting it out to be. Are you free now? And thanks, man. Have had some stuff going on. I could be, was just at FFXIV, Discord link, join up, and then a code. We on beta or nah? Yeah, beta. Cool, left and came back after the first round. Thanks for the invite, my dude. Was good to play games again. That was in 2020. So if Ritz or Sean did sit here and say that they haven't played games since 2016 or whatever claims that Ritz has said, if that is true, they did play games for sure in 2020. This is it seems proof. I don't think this is faked at all. It'd be kind of dumb if were to go around trying to fake this crap. They did play games in 2020. Doesn't matter. I don't really think so. I trust Biden, unfortunately, over anything Ohm would say, TJV. Okay. I think that's a little extreme to trust Biden over anything else. Let me not get too political, because alienating audiences isn't really that fun. We have 4 in silence if you are down in a lobby right now. So that's a 2020 invite Ritz sent out to Ohm. So undoubtedly, yes, they were friends or associates of some kind. Close enough to be able to play games and send invites to each other. Have a sec for a call? Like 5 minutes, maybe. Okay. Ohmwrecker started a call that lasted 2 hours. Whoa. Okay, send or chilled Venom in here, because now we got to talk about Ohmwrecker calls real quick. 2 hours isn't that long of a call, but I did want to point out there's another long call. There's to the long history of the long calls Ohmwrecker has had in the past. It's kind of a joke. Don't take it seriously. Ohmwrecker, everyone, please get this. Free Ubisoft promotion, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. The versus modes are so good. I'd love to record that again sometime. And yeah, midnight, I'd like to record some more. JD, AC Black Flag, that's the one with the bullets, right? Yeah, but it's the versus multiplayer modes that are good for content. Okay, sweet. You messing with GTA 5 DLC at all? The DLC is nutty, haha. Never done any of the heists, but they look fun. Shows that he participated in 2017. Would be after the 2016 year. 2 hours, rookie numbers. Yeah, kind of. The next screenshot. So who's off at PAX? Okay, so that's the same screenshot. Okay, so Ohm screwed up there. There's 2 of the same screenshot. What are you doing? Yeah, I can actually see CO1. Guyzo.com/CO1. Yeah, there's 2 of the exact same. Ohmwrecker, you screwed up. You got to come in and edit this if you can. That's minus 10 points for Ohm right there. Minus 10. Is somebody keeping track of the points here? Minus 10 points for Ohm because he put 2 of the exact same screenshot in this. We can't have that. That's not professional. He did not proofread this before he put it out there if there's 2 of the same screenshot. So minus 10 points for Ohm. Make sure somebody's keeping track. We got a scoreboard for Ritz. Got a scoreboard for Ohm. Minus 10 points for Ohm. So make sure somebody's keeping track of score because I'm not doing it. I got to read all this shit off. All right, Ohmwrecker, Storm Seed Powered, Midnight, Ritz/Momo, you guys free for Midnight. We need one. Yo, with this many people, would y'all be down for some descent in the near future? I'd be down. Okay. Doesn't maybe one of those Discords or Ritz? I don't think so, but okay, there's something there. 20 points for the House of Ohm. Harry Potter right here. Ohm, team up with Slug. Do you think Harry Potter would join House of Ohm? I don't know. Going to try to get Uno going again. Lots of people express interest. Just want to do a head count with who's available. I'm out getting food. If you're looking for peeps when I get home, I'll hop in. Sorry about the mix-up. Okay, so this is 2018. All right, cool. Everyone's saying, okay, people are saying boring lore. Okay, this is all very important. We got to keep track of the points, how things are going. So far, Ohm has proven after the year of 2016, they were playing together in 2017, 2018, 2020. There is proof of all of this. This is 2018, July 18th. Yo, you looking to get some games in this week? I've been trying to get some sessions going. That's from Sean. Ohm replies, hey, potentially, yeah, there's one thing I'm already am doing on Thursday, but feel free to let me know if anything else is going on. Sean replies, you free Friday after 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Getting a session scheduled for any time after 2 that day. Max and Zay are on for 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, so we've got a spot open for you. Hey, trying to see if when this electrician is getting here. He was supposed to be here earlier. How long is the session planned for? 1 to 2 hours, I assume. We're just trying to get peeps first figured out next steps. Once people were around and ready, get some Gmod maps, Golfit maps, etc. ready. All right, so a couple more. That was in 2018, nothing more. We got one last screenshot real quick. At TJV, leaving to work on my college homework, have to watch a documentary. Oh, well, the documentary is probably going to be shorter than the stream or any ohmwrecker call, so that will go by in a breeze for you. All right, good luck on your homework, by the way. Sean says, second win of the game, second win of the night. Let's go, friendos. At Ritz Plays, good game, Ritz. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, and this is publicly 2016 on Twitter. All right, so that's all that. ohmwrecker continues in the Paceman by saying, some examples videos of playing with Ritz after joining the Vanos crew over many years. I know I had to posted many more where we collaborated in the years past and had played games with him that were offline and or never made it into the videos. And there's a link to all the YouTube videos. We're not going to look at all the YouTube videos, guys. It's not going to be 6 hours long. We're not going to do that. But these are all the links to the YouTube videos. This is on his Twitter. You can go find this if you want to check out those videos. Moving on, we got a lot more to read here. These are not example. Oh, hold on. Let me check, see if you reposted any of the YouTube links real quick. Okay, none of the URLs are the same. Okay, so plus 5 points because he didn't get the links right, but he got the YouTube links right. But since their YouTube links are a lot easier to get in there than screenshot links. So plus 5 points to Ohm for that, all right? So whoever's keeping track, make sure to add plus 5 points. All right. These are not all examples, as we had many other conversations that were lost to Skype, limit of 5 years of records, calls, conversations we had on our other servers, etc. For example, he was on my creator friends only server where some of the messages were captured, was often invited to things all the way into 2020. Furthermore, he falsely claims that my messages were about a block when there was another matter going on at the exact time in his immediate friend circle after 2 other streamers who are not on good terms with each other confirmed that one of his friends, a former friend of mine, held a meeting with the group of people to attack me and my character. He claims that this is about mental health, needing therapy, and when he knowingly set the stage for a hate campaign that started immediately by Show Delirious via his community Discord and his closest friends. Screenshot here to show that real quick. We might have another plus 5 points if this shows it's actually a screenshot. And it is right here. Go look at Ritz Place tweet on Twitter. H2O Delirious put on his Twitter to get people to go check out what Ritz Place had to say about Ohm and showing the private DMs out publicly and Ritz telling Ohm to get therapy. Delirious put this out the exact same day. Obviously, somebody in Delirious's Twitter is sharing this information with Ohm or putting it out there publicly for Ohm to see it. So this is another 5 points going to Ohm right here for showing that proof. Add a minus 2 point for Delirious for doing this. Kind of makes him look bad. Minus 2 points for Delirious, but plus 5 points for having some cool Discord emojis. So overall, minus 2 points, plus 5 points. Delirious gets a 3-point overall win there. So give Delirious 3 points. He's jumping in out of nowhere to join this fight. And then Ritz Plays for having backup and having good people surrounding him to back him up. Give Ritz Plays 7 points for that. So plus 7 for Delirious. Or no, plus 7 for Ritz. Plus 7 points for Ritz. Minus 2 points for Ritz. Plus 5 points for Ritz. Or yet again. That's for Delirious. I'm having the names confused. Plus 7 points, plus 3 points. That's all we need to know. Y'all will figure it out. You guys know what I said. All right, moving on. I should drop the pointing system. I am not good at keeping track of this shit. That's why I have you guys. Don't worry. Minus 30 points, presentation-wise, form, home TJV. Yeah, minus all the points from me. I'm not doing good on commentary right now. Again, serious video, but facial hair is still on point. Thank you. I appreciate it. The timestamps that was sent, Ohm continues with this, by the way. The timestamp that was sent to me by a third party in Easter time. It literally took Delirious less than 1 hour to begin weaponizing Rit's posts alongside a smug emote. Despite the FBI being at Delirious's house earlier this year over his activities, Delirious is also permanently banned on Twitter. We all know why, hopefully. And he has repeatedly banned all the way into this year as he continued using the service to cyberstalk, threaten, and terrorize me and others. Tell me, does it not raise alarm bells that Delirious, a permanently banned Twitter user, had Rit's post ready to weaponize in less than 1 hour's time? How? Question mark. So he's literally asking us a question. So this is the time for all of us to do it. I will put up a poll in the live chat. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Put up a poll. Why not? Did Delirious weaponize Rit's Twitter post in his Discord server? Question mark. The answer is going to be yes or no. And we'll see what a community, my community in particular, thinks about it. Go for it and let me know what you guys think. We'll see how the votes happen. All right. Putting that out there. And let me know what you guys think. So if you guys are at all confused, what he's pretty much saying is that since Delirious posted Delirious posted in his Discord, go check out Rit's Twitter. He pretty much weaponized a lot of his fans that don't like Ohm to go look at that to attack Ohm. And that was the master game plan. Did Delirious weaponize Rit's Twitter post or not? I'll read some of the comments right here. Plus 10 points for Omnidor, ohmwrecker, Keemstar. Is 35 points for Ohm in total. Okay, so we got 35 points. Low key, aim 50-50 on it. Okay, I should have put a third option, so my bad. I don't even know if you can put a third option or not. So 60 points for the House of the King. If you're talking about me, you got to minus some points off of that. I've been doing horrible talking about this so far. Some people don't think it's weaponizing. I don't care. If Mini cures cancer, I still wouldn't forgive him. Okay, we're going to talk about Mini Lad after this, okay? We're almost getting through the ohmwrecker thing, so. All right. Because it could have be seen as Lamau, go look at what this clown said, or get 'em boys. Right. So we didn't really get a lot of context on what Delirious meant by going to look at it, but obviously a lot of people can assume what it could be. TJV, you don't need points, you're hosting. Everyone needs points. Minus 5 points for JameRay666. Minus 5 points for saying that. It's a lie. Lying is minus 5 points. Plus 10 points for the flag in the background. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Minus 5 points for JameRay666. That's a lie. Everyone needs points. Even the host. You gotta rate the host too, if they do good or bad. Plus 100 points for Purple Yoshi. You need this guy back here. Boom, there we go. Plus 10 points for me for bringing out Purple Yoshi. Can you guys even see him? Yeah, you guys can see him still. All right, that's cool. All right, we're going to end the votes now because everyone got to do it. So the votes ended up being 71% yes. Or no, 71% no, my bad. 28% yes. So 28% people think it is weaponizing. 71% think it's not weaponizing. At TJV, not really weaponizing, but that's what Ohm wants it to seem as weaponizing. 1 point for TJV, infinite points for his girlfriend if he has one. I do have a girlfriend. TJV, are you going to do call-ins? Yes, I will. I'll be doing call-ins after all the drama's talked about. Go join the Discord down in the description below. You can call in and ask a question, any question you want. Minus 5 points for misspeaking TJV. I'm sorry. Minus 4 points for the House of TJV. Fuck, I'm losing all my points now. God damn it. You know what? Fuck it. I don't like you guys anymore. All right. Anyways, let's move on. We're going to keep talking about this to wrap this up. Enough fun. All right. Delirious was very quickly joined by his friends in the Vanoss group who have been protecting him and his friends' girlfriends. Talking about like Kelly and Chrissy and all that. They continued, and Liz Katz obviously, and they continued by retweeting and engaging in some cases attacking me, mocking me and misrepresenting my messages, even as they were exploiting his situation for their gain. All to discredit and harm me and those that were bringing light to the incredibly serious allegations. Some of this, especially the amplification and engagement, occurred while I was sleeping before I even knew Ritz had posted my private messages with ill intent, before I made a single tweet to defend myself. So he's saying here I never got a chance to defend myself right away. I was sleeping. This was mostly happening during the day, so confirmed that ohmwrecker sleeps during second shift during the day, or first shift during the early day. So confirmed that ohmwrecker is a night owl. So you guys can decide if that's plus or minus points in the live stream. None of what was going on seemed to bother Ritz at all. Beyond the already known bad actors who weaponized Ritz, people should have take note of Ritz's carefree attitude towards a friend he had for a decade, as something he put out there maliciously was weaponized for a hate mob, harassment, death threats, and instances of encouraging suicide. Ritz participated and seemed to relish in it. Again, against a friend he had for near a decade. I would never encourage any company or person to be mindful of this going forward, as he fiend a mental health awareness demand against a good friend, which was used to support a predator, and he continued to keep it live. Ritz, you should be ashamed. Okay, now he's calling out Ritz directly, so this is where you guys are really going to score points right here. Ritz, you should be ashamed. This is something I would have never expected out of you, and while you are clearly insulted at the moment with yes men and S-patters, the fact of the matter is what you did was absolutely immoral and disgusting. This has a permanent change my impression of you, and it is not something I can foresee ever forgiving you for, especially because of the impact it has on the victims that had come forward looking for help in being heard. You not just hurt me, but you hurt them too. Wow. By allowing those that have been done everything they can do to bury their allegations and experiences, to turn you into a tool. You were used by them, you saw it, and you did not care. Wow. So apparently, right here, according to this line right here, you not just hurt me, but you hurt them too. Ritz plays. Someone that has nothing to do with any of those allegations or those victims. Ritz plays. Hurts the victims. Has nothing to do with it. Wow. You guys should be blowing up in the chat right now. That is insane. Oh my God. He is really claiming that Ritz Place is hurting the victims. Because he didn't do whatever Ohm wanted him to do, regardless if it's the right thing or the wrong thing, Ritz has nothing to do with the victims. Probably has never spoken to them, have no interaction with them, could care less about any of the drama or the allegations, wants it to be settled on its own without him being involved. And Ohm is saying that, Ritz, you hurt the victims. You hurt the victims by doing all of this. TJV, who are you rooting for, the Bengals or the Dolphins? I have Tyreek Hill on my fantasy league, so the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill's on my fantasy league, so 100% the Dolphins. And they're crazy undefeated right now. They beat the Bills. Fuck yeah. But oh my God, dude. Ohm sitting here. Oh, man. I cannot imagine that. Man. I'm doing everything I can not to say anything negative about this, but holy crap, that is so uncalled for to say that Ritz has any sort of... he's inflicting any sort of pain towards the victims. That is completely ridiculous. That is completely false and completely wrong. I can understand why people would go to defend Ritz in all of this situation. Even though Ritz put that out publicly and he could have avoided all of this by just not posting anything at all and just ignoring Ohm is taking it to a whole nother level by claiming, and literally you're alleging that he is somehow hurting and giving pain to these victims that are involved in these that have nothing to do with Ritz at all. Nothing at all. Oh, man. I wondered if Sean got to see this or not. Sean is Ritz, by the way, if you don't know. But, man. I'm going to have to put you away. This is too harsh for your eyes to see, Yoshi. But, man, that is crazy. I thought a lot of this was going to be like him explaining his side and all that. Now he's going back in Ritz's face and saying, you hurt the victims now. You did this. That would be like if I sat here and it's like I was sitting here trying to, like I went out and I tried telling a victim's story and I got a bunch of hate for it. And then Chilled Venom sat here and blocked me. And I DM'd him on a different account, and he put that out publicly. And then I turn around and say, you hurt the victims, when Chilled Venom had nothing to do with it. He's just a friend of mine or whatever. Or any of my staff members. It would be like if I sat here and I made an absurd, like a crazy, out there allegation that you have hurt the victims in that way. I'm pretty sure what Ohm is trying to mean by this is that you have a cause and effect by your actions, and because you never sat here and stopped them from weaponizing it, you are hurting the victims. But this is, Ohm has to choose. Is it a character attack against his character, or is it an attack to downplay the allegations? Because it can be both sometimes, but most of the time it's not. It's either one or the other. You have to choose one or the other. Are members of the crew like Wildcat and all of them, are they trying to attack your character, or are they trying to downplay the allegations? And usually it's one or the other. It's not usually both, but when it is, it's pretty rare. I would say that I don't think Ritz at all had anything to do with this, and it ain't his responsibility to go around telling people to stop talking about Ohm. Most people, yes, retweeted it and redirected it, but Ritz had nothing to do. He probably wasn't going around telling people to share it, and he wasn't trying to sit here, and I don't think he was trying to do anything to do with the allegations. If anything, Ohm would have more of a footing to say that Ritz tried character attacking him, attacking Ohm's character, was trying to defame Ohm. That is more of a plausible, more of a plausible thing to call him out for, rather than sitting here saying he had anything to do with the victims or the allegations. To say that Ritz is hurting that is completely ridiculous. That's minus a lot of points. What's up, son? That is, you guys might be minusing 50 points from Ohm there. That is crazy. TJV sounds like he's trying to use guilt tripping and manipulation to get him to be like, oh, I'm in the wrong. That's just going to... I don't think he is, because there is nothing to do. Ohm put it out there that he does not care about Ritz anymore. He says right here, I permanently changed my impression of you. It is not something I can foresee ever forgiving. He's not trying to manipulate him, because he claimed here he's never going to forgive you. I'm never going to forgive you. And now he's out here, you hurt the victims. No, he's not just... I don't think he's doing it to try to manipulate him. There's no way to manipulate Ritz anymore. Ritz went out there, posted it publicly. This is a public attack on Ohm. Ritz knew what he was doing. For whatever reason he did it. He knows what he was doing. They were never going to speak again after this, unless it was going to be public arguing on Twitter. There's no way Ohm's doing it to... Ohm might be trying to manipulate... You could say Ohm's trying to manipulate random people who are going to read this, but he's not going to try to manipulate Ritz. If anything, I think this is more Ohm... He actually believes this. He actually has this line of thought. That... Wow. These people all seem like snakes, lol. Minus 100 points for Ohm. Damn. All right, we're going to finish reading the rest of it, but I cannot believe at the end he sat here and said that. That is completely, That is uncalled for, to sit here and have Ritz to have anything to do with the victims. If any of the victims were to stand up and sit here and look at the situation between Ritz and Ohm, I doubt any of the victims would have any sort of pain from anything Ritz did. They might have an opinion on it. But if they don't like what Ritz did, it doesn't fucking matter what their fucking opinion is. And nothing was done to him by Ritz. Ritz did not hurt the victims at all. This is where things can get out of hand, where people can sit here and spread this stuff. Because ohmwrecker sat here and said Ritz hurt the victims, that can be completely twisted. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, I cannot believe that at all. That is ridiculous. I hope Ohm retracts that statement. I really hope he does. Ritz had nothing to do with the victims. And you can't say because of this action led to this action, led to that action, led to that action, you hurt the victims. You can't do that. Go look at everyone else who made the actions to get closer to that before you go back to Ritz on it. If Wildcat weaponized Ritz's post and Delirious weaponized Ritz's post, then say that they hurt the victims. Don't have anything to do. Ritz had nothing to do with the victims. He put out there publicly on Twitter. He has nothing to do with the YouTube allegations or the drama. He wants nothing to do with it. Man, dude, I'm getting heated. We're going to move on. Okay, I hope in time you see how unbelievable disgusting this was and how no one, especially someone that you think needs therapy, deserves this kind of response. You don't, just like how Ritz doesn't deserve the response of you're hurting the victims. You don't fight for therapy by staging attacks against someone that you know has led to suicide and other tragedies. Absolutely disgusting. To anyone reading this, please listen to these girls and other information that has come out. Much is still suppressed for reasons I can't get into. Right, because it has to do with the law. There's a couple of the links to probably the interviews. There are more girls, Amy and Sai, and neither Amy and Sai are the underage girls named Breland that Delirious admitted to, that tried to whitewash as a prank. 2 girls that came forward, one with receipts, are many younger than Sai and Amy were. Verifiable interactions with Delirious after them, when Delirious was nearly 30 years old. Also more Darvo for those who were wondering. All right. TJV just saying went way too far, and I don't think he is going to be able to come back from his actions. See, for the longest time, I thought, okay, Ohm can sit here and eventually have a decent conversation with somebody, whether it's somebody on the crew, Nogla. Nogla has always been an understanding guy, and Nogla can have a decent conversation with Ohm, I think. Ohm could pop back up on here on this channel and have another interview, and maybe Ohm can have a conversation with a few people, and maybe some people can watch Ohm's content and still not like him for the drama, but still watch it. After him sitting here saying Ritz hurt the victims, man, that is crazy. That's just crazy. How in the hell do you go about saying that? How the hell does that happen? I don't understand that in the slightest. Jesus. What? Oh, fuck. God damn it. TJV, what if hurting the victim mean Ritz defending Delirious? What if it's like that? When was Ritz defending Delirious? That's the thing. Ritz literally put out on Twitter, he has nothing to do. Bro, I have never played with that crew. How am I involved in whatever YouTube drama Ohm is involved in? Right here. I unfollowed Ohm. He threw a fit. Whatever beef with them is irrelevant to his unhinged response. Ritz did what he did because of the response he got in DMs. I might be able to sit here and say that Ritz was wrong for putting the DMs out publicly and starting this big drama fight online, but at least Ritz only did it for that reason, and I believe it. I believe because of that response, Ritz would have that type of reaction and put out things publicly. It ain't because Ritz had a master plan to downplay the allegations and downplay and hurt the victims. Not at all because of that. Not at all because of that. No. I don't think so. And there's nothing to lead that to. Ohm never provided any screenshots in that paste bin showing that he had any sort of interaction that would prove otherwise. Ritz might have accidentally made it sound like he's defending Delirious, and Ritz didn't know that. No, because when did he sound like he was defending Delirious? When did he make it sound like that? He didn't. He just said, go get therapy, and I didn't like the response you sent to me in DMs. It's uncalled for you to send me paragraphs and send me the shit that you sent. He never said anything about the allegations. The only time the allegations and the Vanoss crew got involved is when the Vanoss crew literally started tweeting out about it. Because Ohm didn't find out about it until hours later after he woke up, and Ritz tweeted out the DMs, and then the Vanoss crew jumped in to also talk about Ritz. Ritz didn't have anything to say about that. The Vanoss crew came in, members of them, and started saying shit. That's where they come into play. But Ritz has nothing to do with that. Ohm and Ritz drama has nothing to do with that besides Ohm thinking that Ritz has defended Delirious in some sort of way. But there's nothing to back that up. Only some of Ritz's friends defended Delirious. Ritz himself never went out there publicly and did it, as far as I'm aware of. He never showed any screenshots proving that. So by him sitting here saying that Ritz is hurting the victims because he thinks he's on Delirious' side and he's supporting a pedo and all that other shit, without showing any of that evidence, it just seems like a big backhand right to Ritz. Being like, yep, some people can take this out of context and start trying to cancel Ritz just because Ohm sat here and said he's hurting the victims. Ritz is on the list now. He's the next person who's been sitting here trying to defend a pedo. Ritz has nothing to do with it and probably wants nothing to do with it. I'm not mad at you at all for letting me know that, Belial, that I was just letting you know. I don't think so at all. I don't think at all there has to be, there's anything. I feel sorry for Ritz about that one comment. Hopefully that doesn't come back and bite him in the ass. But reading that now, ooh, that's just uncalled for. Ohm talks about weaponizing Ritz's post. If you're going to sit here and start telling people that you're hurting the victims because of their action that's not directly hurting the victims, you're kind of weaponizing the victims. And I'm not trying to go out there and claim that Ohm is doing anything. I'm not trying to. Okay, I'm just, based off the post, he's kind of using the victims to hurt Sean in some sort of way. Whether directly his feelings or to have other people mad at him. Man. Will you be uploading clips of the stream, TJV? I might do another video like I did a couple days ago. I don't know if it'll be clips or not, but I'll have some sort of update video that's shorter. I just wanted to do it during the stream so I can talk it out with you guys and get a more clear opinion speaking with you guys, see what everyone else thinks of it. It was only a thought, though we just don't know what's happening. I know you're not mad at me. All right, cool. I understand what you're trying to bring up, but like the problem with the thought you had there was that there is no proof of that. And we should stop going off of the assuming part and just go flat out what is out there. Ohm accused Ritz of hurting the victims based off his actions. Do any of his actions correlate to hurting the victims? Nope. Does Ritz have any correlation with defending the crew and all the allegations? Nope. So, with no assumptions and just what's out there publicly, Ohm's comment is completely ridiculous, and it should not be said at all. Now, if there is more, and Ohm shares it, I'll retract what I say. But I think Ohm would have shared it in the pace spin, the thing that we just read. He would have shared it, I would think. But, I don't know. Oh. Anyways, that's all on Twitter. If you guys want to go see it, you guys can go see it. That's a lot. Oh, boy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Mini Lad. So all of y'all who wanted to talk about Mini Lad, here is your Mini Lad. Your Mini Lad content drama. So, I don't know if I'll show a lot of comments at all. Actually, I will show comments because fuck it, I don't care. So I'm gonna pull up some comments like I should there. Okay, so this is that TJV. You should have a call with Mooney Lad. He wouldn't do it. I'll put the offer out there. If Mini Lad, you're watching this by any chance, or if anybody knows Mini Lad and has contact with him, send this to him or send my formal invitation. I'd like to have a call with him. Publicly or privately, I don't care. I will report on it regardless. I'd prefer publicly, though, to have a conversation with Mini Lad. Okay, anyways, regardless. Problem with Mini Lad. It's been 2 years of debate. That's what it says in the thumbnail. 2 years of debate. In the title, it says, should Mini Lad be forgiven? The reason why I bring this up and have this as a topic of this stream is not to just talk about Mini Lad again. Mini Lad has not uploaded for over a month now. We have gone very peaceful in this war against Mini Lad for a long time. That's a joke, by the way. But it's been very peaceful with no Mini Lad uploads, and there hasn't been much to talk about in terms of Mini Lad. But the one thing I do need to talk about is since his absence about a month ago, I've received an uptick in more comments on my channel of people actively trying to defend Mini Lad. And not defend him in the way you think. Not to say that none of it's true. Everybody at this point knows it's true. Mini Lad admitted to it, and you have to have like 2 brain cells to think that none of the shit with the victims are true. Okay? Those people we're not talking about. What we're talking about is there is active people on my channel commenting, and I'll try to find some of these comments, that are sitting here saying, Mini Lad did his time. He got called out. He got ridiculed. He lost so many subscribers. He got demonetized. He had to move back to Ireland and move into a new place. But he improved. He lost weight. He got better mentally. He got help. So why can't you just forgive him and stop hating on Mini Lad all the time? Why can't you forgive him? Why can't you give him another chance? Why do you have to continue to talk about Mini Lad this way? And I know what people are going to say. So, I have had little to no response to these comments. I don't want to engage myself with these sort of people at all. If I'm going to have any sort of confrontation with the whole Mini Lad thing again, it's going to be directly with him. I'm going to want to talk to him and speak to him. Will he ever want to do that? God, no, he won't want to. He knows I do not like him at all, and I've made a lot of videos on him. He will never want to speak to me. But if I did have any sort of conversation or confrontation about Mini Lad, it will be directly with him. Having said about these comments, I'm just letting you guys know, and there might be people here who think that as well. It looks like a lot of people are not like that, which I appreciate showing up in my live stream. Y'all are cool. But where the fuck were y'all in the comments where these guys were sitting here commenting these sort of things? Commenting that he should be forgiven. And that, hey, maybe you don't forgive him all the way, but continuously talking about him, that seems excessive. That seems like it's way too much. You're going too far. You're harassing the man. When the man is actively on YouTube, which was the direct spot how he got in touch with these victims, and obviously had very inappropriate interactions with him. Now, if somebody is working at a job at Walmart and they have a problem staring at young girls under the age of 18, and this guy's a 30-year-old man, even in his mid-20s, early 20s, and there's an underage girl, he gets fired and probably banned from that Walmart. Let's say he only gets fired. He was working there, he got fired. He returns to that Walmart and continues to do it with minors. You ban him from Walmart. You ban that guy from Walmart because he continuously keep having these interactions, and you call the police. Let's say he serves his time with the police and all, and he returns to Walmart yet again after being banned. What happens then? Well, then he's trespassing and he serves some jail time. He does it again and again and again. The jail time keeps going up. Now, let's just change Walmart out for YouTube, and let's change that Walmart worker to Mini Lad. Mini Lad was getting paid by YouTube, working for YouTube, and YouTube is where he met a lot of these girls. They were fans of his. They were on his Discord. Some of them were Discord mods. This is how they met him. How he met them. Mini Lad gets fired by being demonetized, but he still comes back to Walmart. He still comes back to YouTube. Do you trust this man to be on YouTube still? Now, has he done anything since? As far as we know, no. But do you trust this man to do it? I wouldn't trust the guy going back into Walmart, and I'm not trusting the guy with the YouTube thing. Do you guys like my analogy there? So, YouTube is the big thing, is whether or not he should be back on YouTube. And the obvious answer for me is no. He does not deserve to be back on YouTube at all. He shouldn't be on YouTube, and him being on YouTube, I think would just create more problems down the line. So I have every active right to sit here and express my opinion that I want, just like how you have political pundits sit here. Just like how you have political pundits sitting here voicing their opinions about whatever president or whatever person, Senate, House of Representatives, anybody in the House of Representatives. You have political people discussing what they like and don't like, expressing their opinions. For sports, you have the exact same thing, expressing players they like and don't like. And on YouTube, you have commentary channels who discuss the YouTubers they like and don't like. How much is too much? That's a reasonable debate. But sitting here and questioning whether or not somebody is able to sit here and express whether or not Mini Lad should be on YouTube or not should not even be in the conversation. We should be more talking on why these people think that it's okay for Mini Lad to be forgiven at this point. Someone's just being a little loud in the background. It's fun. Hannah, come say hi to my stream. Because they're going to cancel me because I said shush to you. You want to explain to them that you were just being a little loud?
Sorry.
There we go. But regardless, there's a lot of these comments. TJV almost sounds similar to that case, like a certain movie director who we only talk about if we know who I'm referring to, then thumbs up to you. There's a couple movie directors. There's a couple movie directors who have done that. TJV canceled Arc coming soon. It already started back in November, December. Whenever Velocity's video came out, that's when it started. That's the start of the cancel arc. Or no, it was months before that. In my relationship with Hallie. That video was interessante. All right, so let me find a couple of these comments. I gotcha. I know who you're talking about. I'm going to find one of these comments. So there's a couple people who are doing are saying stuff just to say stuff or to not like me or whatever, which is fine. So this guy right here is arguing that both sides are pointless, especially in the whole Mini Lad argument that neither side really matters anymore. It's happened a long time ago. That's a whole nother discussion on whether or not it should be discussed. If he's not uploading anymore, there's no reason for me to discuss it because he's officially off YouTube. But if he's going to continuously keep going online, I think that's when it's going to be a problem. Not condoning what he did, but if people still watch him, then let them. Surely it's their choice. What are you doing to cancel him? Share your opinion, that's fine, but telling everyone he shouldn't be here and pointing out all that what he's done, he is still making videos when, in your opinion, you think he should be, is basically trying to tell your viewers how you think, which is itself is manipulative. So apparently I'm manipulating people. You guys share your opinion as well. You think it's manipulative to tell people that they shouldn't be watching Mini Lad at all. Not on a Mini Lad scale, but it's a slippery slope. I mean, even with Mini Lad, had to have started somewhere. Maybe he should have be here. Maybe he shouldn't. Just try to let people decide. I'm not crapping on you. Just be careful on how your videos come across. Keep the videos coming, bro. So I get some positive comments like that sometimes, but it's kind of rare when that stuff sort of happens. Know what you say about him is facts. All right, James Ray, you're getting oddly close to being a simp. Ugh. Right here. This is a big one right here. This guy right here, Music Blast Nail. I'm not trying to call out anybody. Don't send any hate to any of these guys, by the way. Yes, I'm aware what Minnie did, but the fact that he didn't try to hide it is why I still watch him. Because Minilad didn't try to watch him. Or Minilad didn't try to hide it. Guys, did Minilad try to hide the allegations that were against him in fall of 2020? Did he try to hide it by continuously keep making posts? Didn't he have a lot of his PR people make a post for him? Didn't he try to hide it? Didn't he delete the apology and clearing the air video? So he did not hide it at all? He did not at all say in Discord that people will eventually forget about it? And then you have people like this saying, but the fact that he didn't try to hide it is why I still watch him. Not like I do in the past. I still feel like there's a huge block or something there knowing what he did. His content isn't the same to me, but I still watch him. I don't know about y'all. I guess I just forgive him easier than I do others. To tell a 15-year-old to send nudes, that's just not right, but we're human and we make mistakes. To tell a 15-year-old to send nudes, that's just not right. But we're human and we make mistakes. Guys, it's right there. These are the comments I get all the time. This was just 7 days ago, too. And I get these all the time. There's no need to be grabbing the pitchforks and torches after a baseball smacks you directly in the face. I can't even finish this video, mainly because Ohm is just trying to regain, and then he talks about Ohm for the rest of it. At TJV, he tried to cover his F-ups actions. He made a video to his fans, but fails to realize he lost trust and respect. TJV, before I go, I do want to say that I'm glad the new Jeepers Creepers doesn't have the original director, because Jeepers Creepers don't deserve hate, just the original creator. Thank you. Bro, yeah. I'm telling you now, dude, this stuff is crazy. And there is a lot of people out here in my comments wanting to do that. Actively try to sit here and say that, hey, a lot of the Minilad stuff, you're actually wrong about. He's human and he makes mistakes. I'll try to find another one. Do. And then there's a lot of people I see telling me that I'm milking the drama and all that, but it's been the same old. Nothing's really changed about that. And then there's other people right here that sit here and have this opinion too. Like, if he wasn't on social media, I don't feel like I'd be happy for Minilad. I will never be happy that he just regrets his doings and just comes back after months without any sort of punishment. The fact that YouTube is not aware of this is sad. I would forgive Minilad, but he just cannot come back to social media, no exception. But that's the thing. Would you even be able to forgive him even if he wasn't on social media? Like, if you ran into him on the streets, do you think you'd forgive him and hang out with him and be cool with him? Even if he wasn't on social media, even though he gave it all up, would you be cool with him still? I don't know. TJV's milking the drama is going to become a meme soon. I hope so. That'd be funny. The House of Miniland gets minus 14 points. TJV, thanks for reading my comment. I'm from the Philippines, by the way, and I woke up and found this live stream. Ha ha ha. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. TJV, he doesn't regret his actions. He regrets getting caught. Yeah, that's what it seems like. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the majority of it. Let me know in the live chat, obviously, and then the comments of this live stream, what you thought, and then go check out the comments to some of my other videos talking about Minilad. You'll find a lot more comments where people are trying to actively defend Minilad. It's not the majority, but it is a vocal minority, I would say, because I do end up catching those comments a lot more often than I catch other ones. And the only reasoning why is because usually they type out in paragraphs, or they keep it short and sweet and saying, you're milking the drama, and I forgive Minilad, and they give me the bird. Completely fine, but, you know, it ain't really going to stop me, and it seems like it ain't going to stop a lot of people like you and others as well who just are not going to put up with Minilad being on the platform. So he's been off for about a month. Let's hope this is the last time he'll be on, but I sincerely doubt it. And let me know what you guys think on all of that. Hopefully YouTube eventually just takes down his channel after all of it, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, getting on to the final thing of the live stream that I wanted to do, I will open it up to call-ins. So go down to my Discord, link down in the description below, or if you're already in my Discord, go hop on Discord and join General VC. It's one of the VCs. Go join General VC, and I will pull you up to ask you a quick, or have you ask a quick question or say something real quick. And then we'll go from there. Wait, Mini is back. He's not been uploading for about a month. He has 2 channels. He made a new one called Good News Everyone. Hasn't uploaded to either his main or his new one in about a month. So he did put a couple posts up on Instagram, but nothing recently. TGV, I don't know why Minilad won't be reported to police. It's kind of mind-boggling, to be honest. There has been reports out by Minilad. I can't really, I personally can't say much about it because I don't know much about it, and I don't want to say something wrong, but I know for a fact people have gone out of their way to report it. Don't know if it's really happened. So I think police have been aware of it. Some people were saying that he left the States to avoid court and police as well when the allegations came out. It could have been out of fear, or it could have, he claimed at the time he didn't leave the country to avoid allegations. He left the country because he missed his family, but seemed like very odd timing because he was trying to push through it and continue making videos, and he never gave any update about if he was going back to Ireland anytime soon or not. And then he finally went back. And then he came back months later, and he lives in Texas, is what he's put out there. So, yeah. Anyways, everyone, go into my Discord, join General VC. I'll pull you up. You guys get to ask a quick question. I'm going to answer a couple questions. It'll be kind of like a Q&A. This is for the 2-year anniversary of the Discord. I do want to say thank you to everyone who's been a part of the Discord. Even if you've gone in and sent a single message, I appreciate it. If you've joined the Discord and not sent a single thing, I have nothing to thank you for, because all you did is click a link and joined and didn't say anything. But thank you to everyone who's joined my Discord. I really appreciate it. I will show you on stream real quick. If you're going to join the Discord, some people get really confused by this a lot, and I don't know why, but I do want to say this real quick. Some people do get confused. When you join my Discord, there is a read here first option right here. You have to react to an emoji at the bottom, and then it gives you access to all the chats. Some people don't read through this. At least go to the bottom and click the react button, and then you get to go in the chat. So make sure you read the rules, follow the rules, and then go down here and join a General VC, and I'll pull you up, and I'll have a conversation with you and go from there. Let me make sure all my audio is working on my end before I do anything else. It seems to be working. Let me know if you guys hear this Windows sound alert real quick. You guys should have heard that, so let me know if you guys hear that. If you guys do, then we're all good to go. All right. Computer crashes. That would be tragic if that happened. All right. Hopefully one of these break room chats are going to be able for me to do it. But yeah, go join the Discord, join the General VC, and be able to ask a question. I don't know if any of my staff are watching. Do you want to @ everyone in the announcements for me and let them know to join now? Because I'll be pulling people up now. If Yikes or Uni or somebody wants to do it for me, I'll appreciate it. All right, cool. I will join one of the staff VCs and pull people up and go from there. Alrighty. Audio seems to be working, so I'll start pulling some people up. We got Patrick Mahomes in there. I think he's going to be the first one. Hello, what's your question?
Um, First of all, congratulations on surviving all the drama with your server.
No problem.
Uh, Second of all, what's your opinion on Oh, I know you already said this, but what I just think Omi's kind of a big man child who really should just get some therapy. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Do I think Ohm should get therapy?
Well, I mean, he kind of just starts needless drama for no reason.
Um, Thank you for the question. I think that yes, Ohm should, if he has any mental health problems, I think that he should be able to solve them any way he wants. It's his own health, and he can do what he wants. And I think telling people to get help physically or mentally or whatever is completely on them. And if anybody else has anything else to say about it, it doesn't matter. I think it's up to the individual person's health. I don't really agree with what Rich's statement telling someone to get therapy, but that's completely on the individual whether or not they want to get therapy or not. I do think Ohm needs to take some time off Twitter because of his actions on Twitter, but besides that, nothing else. But appreciate it, and thanks for the question. I really appreciate it. All right, we'll be moving the next person up. Hello, what's your question? They're muted. Pokemaster, do you have a question?
Oh, did not know I was brought here. Okay. Um, I wasn't exactly paying too much attention to the stream, but just a general question.
Yes.
Are you gonna be able rephrasing? Are you gonna be doing a massive video regarding this? Like regarding this drama and everything?
Am I gonna make like an individual video for it?
Yeah, because going through the streams and whatnot is kind of like tedious, honestly.
Did you see my last video?
I did not because I did not get the notification for it.
Okay. My last video, I kind of made a joke in the beginning about people constantly commenting, being like, "Are you gonna make a shorter version? I can't watch the streams or whatever." But yeah, I'll make some sort of update video talking about and what he said on Twitter. I might not mention the mini lad stuff much, but if I do, it'll be like a quick part of the video. But yeah, I'll mention something about it.
Right. All right.
But yeah, I'll make a shorter video for those who didn't want to watch the long live stream. I know people don't want to watch the long live stream sometime, but those who do, I make live streams for them, and I make shorter videos for the others. So, you got any other
Yeah, fair
question
enough.
besides that, or that it?
Um, None that I really know.
Alrighty, have a good day. So, yep, that was another person. Send this is people in my Discord. If they join General VC, you'll be able to come in and ask a question and go from there. So, next is gonna be, I can't really read their name right now. Hold on. Madewell.
Yeah, it's made.
Madewell. Okay.
I mean, real quick, and I do apologize for my son in the background. He is, well, it's bedtime.
You're good.
So, not really a question, but just a general topic. As a father, if that ever happened to my son, whether it is a boyfriend of his, a girlfriend of his that manipulated him, anything like that, anything of the sort, I mean, just for me, I cringe and I hurt for the victims that Manilad abused, manipulated, however you want to say it. There's no spinning of it. It's pretty black and white. But no real question, but just a general topic, or just a general statement. It's not a good look. It is unforgivable. At the end of the day, there is this saying that if everyone likes you, you're doing something wrong. However, that doesn't apply. This is something that is universally hated on. Manipulating, abusing minors, specifically targeting women. It's not a good look. It's the wrong thing to do, and it's very much like any sexual predator. It is unforgivable, and we have registries for that very reason. It's just something that you don't forgive a sex offender regarding that. You move on, but you don't forget. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I appreciate your opinion. I'll state mine in the stream. I'll move you back down, but I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your opinion. So yeah, I think people's opinion on it definitely changes, especially if you're a parent and stuff like that. I've had a couple people join my Discord who said they were parents and stuff like that. I've talked to family and friends who are parents of children. It's not something, some people don't even like talking about it at all, regardless if you're a parent or not. To me, it's always been disgusting because the way I was raised with my parents and stuff like that, I've always wanted to have kids someday and have a similar way that my parents raised me, and I've always been very fond on how I was raised and appreciate my parents for doing that. It would be absolutely disgusting if anything did happen to a kid of mine, and that's always the way I think about it from an individual standpoint. Parents have always taught me to be decent and have some common decency towards everyone and be respectful, be kind, treat others the way you want to be treated. And when people go out and do stuff like this, yeah, public ridicule, that's one of the biggest punishments you'll ever get. And I don't mean to add a bunch of hate towards any sort of individual regardless of what they've done, but I do think that certain people deserve the flack they get, and there should obviously be rules in place to prevent this. But people try the best that they can. And something that a lot of people say that are in charge of these social media platforms, whether if it's Susan or Mark or Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk with Twitter now or whatever, I think he pulled out of that deal, but regardless, they've all said this before. We can put heavy regulations on and we can catch more bad guys at the expense of good guys. So what's the goal? Catch more bad guys, but also catch good guys at the same time, or catch less bad guys and fewer good guys? And it all depends, how are you going to run things? And some people aren't pleased with how YouTube's running things, with how badly Twitch has been. I think YouTube's getting a little flack off their back right now, but there's been a lot of things YouTube doesn't like. And I don't appreciate removing the dislike button. I don't appreciate how they treated a couple of YouTubers and some individuals, and how the lack of treatment towards certain YouTubers. So yeah, it's very interesting on how you view all that. All right, we got one more person to bring up. If anybody else wants to join, this is gonna be your last minute to do it. All right, Menace, what is your name? That's his username, by the way. I didn't call him a menace to insult him, but you got any question?
Oh, no, you can call me Menace. I don't mind. It's intentional.
It's his Discord username. I want to put it out there.
It's okay. Do you think Ohm is doing this on purpose? Just randomly texting people, go a whole paragraph after they unfollow him and shit like that? Because I feel like this is a little too deliberate that he, Ritz, out of all people that unfollowed him, he's just like, oh, Ritz unfollowed me? All right, let me just send a wave of hate his way for no reason.
Right. Yeah, I do think it's intentional. I think Ohm has, if it's a friend of his, like if he really thought highly of Ritz, I do think he did it with good intention. Like he wanted to reach out to him, but with what's said in there, it seems like Ohm has already made up his mind on Ritz. It would be like if I unfollowed, it wouldn't matter if I unfollowed Ohm, but if I blocked him from my Discord and he reached out to me through email or whatever to let me know his response of me blocking him on Discord or whatever. If I blocked Ohm on Discord, I don't expect Ohm to have any positive reaction to that. So it's kind of hard. Ohm could have had more of a positive reaction in DM that would have made Ritz not be so angry. But at the same time, Ritz could have been a lot more chill and not posted it online and caused a lot of drama. But at the end of the day,
That is true.
At the end of the day, it's fighting evil with evil, and you got to sit here and who's the lesser of the two evils, and then who's making good actions now and who's not. I think we all sort of learn through our actions, and I think Ritz has learned that not only to not do this publicly, but I think more of what Ritz learned is who he associates with. And I just talked to my dad today about it. We were talking about, I can't really say what we were talking about because it involves people that I don't want to say their situations, but my dad did say a really cool thing where he sat here and said, you got to be careful on who you associate yourself with, because
That is true,
you
that
have
is true.
no idea what they're capable of. So make sure you keep people close that you can trust, and then those who you can't, you keep farther away at an arm's length. And I think Ritz was probably doing that. He was keeping Ohm at an arm's length away, and then when he clicked the unfollow button, said I want nothing to do with Ohm anymore, kind of set Ohm off, caused the DM, and it went crazy from there. So.
The question is, does Twitter even notify you when someone unfollows you?
Not
Because I'm pretty sure
No, it doesn't.
doesn't.
Nope, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It'll
figured.
notify you if somebody follows you back or if someone follows you in general. I think you can turn on those notifications, but it does not follow you when it does not notify you when somebody unfollows you. I know this because when Litzcats unfollowed me, I didn't know it until somebody sent me a message saying, "Hey, a couple hours ago she unfollowed you and posted this video about you," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Didn't even notice. Didn't even care. So.
I had a feeling that he was like watching his follower list, because it's pretty weird that he realizes that so suddenly that, oh my god, Ritz unfollowed me, let me say something to him. But it's like, bro, how many other people sat there and unfollowed you? You're gonna say something to them too? Like, you literally spurg out on everyone on Twitter that even mentions your name,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't, and it's not even in a bad way, but you'll just take it as the bad way. So, like, what's the point of this? Is it just sit there and cause more enemies, or is it just sit there and be like, I'm gonna put my foot down on someone that didn't need to have their foot put down on them? Like,
I think honestly, Ohm has dealt with so much of this, all these allegations, all the backlash. You know, he's had to contact attorneys, people in law enforcement. He's had to deal with so much at this point. He has more of a pull the trigger response than anything else. Most of the time when you want to respond to something publicly, you want to think it out, proofread it, check out, if you have PR people, run it by them, see what they think. But at the end of the day, it has to come from you to seem genuine, and it has to be approved by you because you make the ultimate decision. I think Ohm has a very pull the trigger response, and he fires right away. I've told this story before, and I made a live stream the day after he did this, but there was one day where Delirious clapped back on Twitter, back when Delirious still had his Twitter account. Delirious clapped back and put out a lot of shit on Ohm. I told Ohm specifically in DMs, don't respond to it, dude. Don't do it. You're going to look like an idiot. Don't do it. Just let Delirious do all this crap. It won't affect you nearly as much in the long run if you just ignore it and move on. You've said what you've had to say. You've reported it to the authorities. You've contacted your attorney. Don't respond to Delirious. And I told him that in DMs, and he still did it. He went out and he put out hundreds of tweets that day. And oh my god, dude, it just made everything a lot worse for him. And so
Yeah.
I think that you need to think reasonably, and you need to check in with people who seem sound. I've been guilty of having a trigger response before, but I've quickly learned from that. As soon as you see the negative impact of your response, you should be able to learn what you did wrong, or what is wrong with what you with what's put out. So I think Ohm needs to learn from that, and I don't think he will. He is a lot older. I don't like to bring up his age like everyone else does, but he is a lot older, and I do think he I do think it's a lot harder for him to learn and to adapt to that way of thinking.
Yeah.
I think I think like in terms of a court situation, he would probably think more reasonably and sound, but in terms of Twitter, he won't at all. But that's the nature of Twitter. It's the nature. It's arguing, and it's not a fun place. So like maybe it doesn't matter that he has a trigger response or not, but I definitely think that to help his image, if he wants to seem better, stop putting out so many tweets and responding to so many people. It seems like he has to respond to them, and if he doesn't, he is sad for the night. I mean,
Yeah. Especially from like when I saw the Ritz tweet, like he immediately went on just like a whole like ranting spree. Like, I get it. It's upsetting to watch someone that you thought was your friend unfollow you and stuff like that, but then to sit there and just immediately just go on a rampage because of it, it's kind of just, it makes you look worse
right.
than what they did. Okay, leaking DMs is one thing. Like, I don't, unless it's like genuinely like, oh my god, I need to leak these DMs, is a different story. But in that moment of time, it really wasn't. But Ohm's response to it was worse. He could have just sat there and told him straight up, like, look, I get it. I'm not the best of people, but you didn't have to leak these DMs though. You didn't have to. We could have kept it civil and stuff like that. But you're right. Ohm's an older person. He doesn't sit there and Well, it's not that he doesn't want to learn. It's just that it's much harder for him to learn from his mistakes because he's already in a one-track mindset.
Right. Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate the question. Thank you. Alrighty, and I think we have a lady who joined. Hello, lady. You got a question?
Hey,
Hello.
how have you been?
Good.
That's good to hear. I'm not fully caught up on everything because of homework and life and other stuff, but I just wanted to ask how your day was and end it off on that because it's always best to end it on that fact rather than asking bombarding a lot of questions.
Yeah, about the drama all the time.
Yeah. Don't I know it? Anyway, later.
Later. Seems like a very basic question. Yes, you can call in. Just join the Discord server, join General VC, and you can call in. We got the next one from JameRay666. See what you have to say. Hello, what's your question?
I have a quick question for you. What would you do if you were in Ohm's situation?
Like right now?
Yeah, right now.
I would delete 99% of my tweets that have to do with the allegations and everything. I would stay the fuck off Twitter. I would continue to make content to earn that money. I would check in with the attorneys and the law enforcement. And then I would do my best to, if I was in Ohm's situation, because I don't think there's any turning back after how much he's gotten himself into it, but I would check up with the victims to see if the victims even want this to continue. It's been going on for nearly a year now. Seems like there was no solid improvement publicly with how social media has reacted to it. So in terms of social media, there's different elements. Ohm can continue to defend them and help them in a court of law and the authorities, or can help them, help them directly by speaking with them. But in terms of social media, I don't think there's any way to win it. So I would ask the victims on what they think and if they want to continue to speak out or not, if they want anything to continue or not. And I think those would be the biggest things I would do if I was Ohm. I've said a lot of advice for Ohm. None of it's ever been taken. Even the advice I've told him directly in a VC, he has not ever taken any of that advice.
Dang, that's a lot more than I thought you were going to say.
I do think one time he did. I don't know what it was. I think he was mad about something or something like that. I think one time I told him just to breathe, calm down. It's gonna be short-term loss, long-term gain or whatever. And I think he did a little bit better there, but he's never really followed up on any direct advice I've ever said publicly during a stream, a video, or in a VC or text or anything. So, I think Ohm has really gotten himself into literally a rabbit hole, not to make fun of him or anything, but he's gotten himself into a rabbit hole, and I think that he needs to pick out the best decisions going forward to improve his own life. I do think Twitter does have an impact on his mental health, it seems like. It does seem like he gets upset about it a lot, so I think staying off Twitter would be the number one thing. I care about everyone's well-being, so even if you've done something awful, I don't want anyone to be hurt, so everybody's well-being needs to be protected, and I think Ohm's well-being is not protected when he's on Twitter responding to every single person. So he needs to stay off Twitter. Louis Caliber types in the chat and says he needs to get out of my DMs. So
I'll be honest, Twitter as a whole, I think, is a bad social media platform.
Right. Well, thank
Anyways,
you. Thank you. I appreciate your comment.
Yeah, see ya.
It's always very awkward when you're saying like "see you later" and then they speak up right at that point, or vice versa when they're speaking, and I cut them off, say, "Okay, see ya, done talking." Not to be rude to anybody, but the next person we're gonna go with the Sour Lemon, following up with a sour conversation. Hello, Sour Lemon. Hopefully you don't got a sour question.
Nice joke.
It's a dad joke.
Question. Yeah. So my question is, will ohmwrecker ever recover from all this drama? Like, is he ever gonna recover from all this?
I think he already has.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can elaborate if you want, but I think he's already recovered from it very well. I think
Alrighty.
I think he recovered very well. I would say maybe I moved him out of the chat. Hopefully you can still hear me, Sour Lemon. I don't mean to, but I think Ohm's already recovered from it. He has an audience. He's doing well on I don't know if he's still doing Twitch streams or not, but he's still uploading videos. He's still making money. He's already recovered from it. Anything else he does further will hurt him more, but it won't hurt him to the point where he's going to lose his core audience. He has his core audience. He is still on Twitch. Okay, thank you. Ohm is fine. He's already recovered from it. When people say, do you think he'll ever recover? They think that he's gotten so bad where he lost everybody, but he didn't. He still has people he can game with. Yes, it's different people, but he still can. He can still make videos. He can still live stream. He can still do that. Of course, he needs more moderation on his comments and his chats and his Twitter and all that, but he knew what he was getting himself into. So he's recovered fine. It was sort of like when people do this sort of thing, they're riding high. I should do it with this hand to make him, left or right. But Ohm's up here before all the allegations, all the drama. He's doing really fucking well, and he's only growing. And then with the drama, he did lose a lot of people, friendships, and I'm sure money and all this other shit. But then he's kind of smoothed out that curve very well by keeping up with his content and not giving that all away. He's always said content that I put out for my audience is still a priority regardless what drama I put that in. I do very, 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 very commend Ohm for having that sort of strength to continue his content and not completely fall off because of that. So I appreciate him for doing that. Another person joining. Wow, a couple people are just randomly joining sometimes. I appreciate it. If anybody wants to join in to have a comment, join my Discord, General VC, and you can do it. Or text me on Discord and give me a call, I guess. But we'll probably try to avoid that so we don't have the Discord sound effect constantly ringing. All right, Wyron, what's your question?
Can you hear me?
Yes. What?
I just wanted to say that I think that ohmwrecker has like abandonment issues.
Who?
Ohmwrecker.
Who's that?
ohmwrecker.
Who's ohmwrecker?
Ohmwrecker. Ohmwrecker.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure we
Yeah,
talk about the
Ohmwrecker.
same person. Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to say I think he has abandonment issues. That's why he acts like this.
Why do you think that?
Well, okay, first of all, I just want to say I don't know who Ritz Place is. I never even heard of him until this drama happened.
Okay.
And I also think that the crew, they complain sometimes about, about Ohm, that he's weird and he's always mentioning them. But I don't understand why they should give him attention. That's the only problem I have with with the crew. Because they're giving him attention, and I think that's what he wants secretly.
Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I do think that I do think that he has a very nice villain way to think, which I'm not saying Ohm's the bad guy or anything. I'm not trying to paint him like that, but he does have a really cool villain way to think where he knows if he goes out and has a response on Twitter, he knows what he can generate and he knows the attention he can give to it. And even if 1 million people were to see a tweet where he, dogs on Wildcat, and Wildcat helps give attention by responding to it, and it generates 1 million people to go look at Ohm's tweet that Wildcat responded to. If Ohm has this villain mentality where he'll sneak in just a little sentence of the victims and what Delirious has done to him, that will generate out of that 1 million people at least 1,000 people. 1,000 out of 1 million, very small number, but that's still 1,000 people. 1,000 people who will go look that stuff up and believe that stuff, and now say, "Hey, Ohm is correct. Ohm is right." And out of that 1,000 people, out of 1 million, which is very low, very low. But that 1,000 people, that 1% of people, he got to sit here and take another look at it, and that is very smart on his end. And I do think with these other people, if he's thinking about it like that, he has a very good way of going about it. So I do think that I don't think he craves attention. Like he has a big ego and he needs to crave that attention. I do think he has probably some sort of ego, but I don't think it's because of that. I think it's more he knows that there will be some sort of generated response out of some bigger figures or even smaller ones, and no matter what, he'll always try to get the message out. Like with the Ritz Place thing, he didn't have to include all the victims' videos and interviews, but he included it in there, and it's kind of smart. It's kind of smart on his end if he's trying to spread the word about that.
I just, one thing I also want to say is that I agree with Liz Katz on that when she was on your chat and she said that Delirious and ohmwrecker are made for each other, because I do think that's true. Because one thing that I didn't respect, I guess, about Delirious, and I don't watch Delirious that much, but one thing I didn't respect about Delirious is why he just didn't make his own video, like responding. I don't know why he had to send his pregnant girlfriend, to do that for him. And I don't know. I just thought that was a scummy move by Delirious.
All right, thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the last thing you said there, why run if you're still watching? I think Liz Katz said that she did it. She didn't get forced to. I think she made it clear. So I don't want any confusion there. I think in her video she says, I wanted to do this. But regardless, Delirious should have still put his foot down as the husband to sit here and say, no, I'm doing this, husband, boyfriend, whatever. But Delirious should have came out and spoken about it. I think that would have been a lot better. He was in my live chat. I tried asking him a lot of questions. All he did was wait for Liz Katz's video on it. Waited for Liz Katz's video. Not even half my questions were answered. Some of them were, but not all of them. And then, yeah, moved on from there. Brandon Boyd, member for 21 months, level 2 support, a live stream on my birthday. Well, happy birthday. Good timing checking my phone. I guess good timing checking my phone, I guess. Keep up the good work, my guy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Happy birthday, and thank you for being a member for 21 months. That's almost 2 years, bro. 3 months. This Christmas, you're going to fucking be 2 years being a member on this channel. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think that's everyone in Jungle VC who wanted to come up. So I'll call it there for that portion. Does anybody have any final questions in the chat to ask me before I hop off? Yeah, I see Yikes slacking on the job. Any last minute questions? Anything at all? 100% honesty. Would never lie. Ever in a million years. One of these times when somebody calls in, I'm just going to act like I can't hear them at all. Because a lot of the time people are like, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? They get like really close up to the mic. Annoys the shit out of me. Do you honestly think law enforcement is involved? Yes, I do. I do believe law enforcement is involved. Do I think they're doing anything about it? No. Do I think they will do anything about it? No. If they're not going to do anything about EDP 445 or anything to do, if they're not going to do anything about Mini-Lad or EDP 445, they're not going to do anything about Delirious. Have you ever watched a show? No, I have not watched that show, The Mickey Mouse. Should I? Viewer, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? That's gonna be weird to screenshot. Hello? TJV, can you hear me? Hello? Can you read me? Hello? I have to clean this mic now. Fuck. Testing, do you read? Does it sound amazing? Does it sound like it's getting scratchy as hell? It's like breaking up the audio. I bet your phones are fucking blowing up right now. Is anybody near their family right now? Oh my god, is that a dildo? No, I'm kidding. It'd be funny if somebody had like their kid nearby. Daddy, what's a dildo? I have headphones on. Oh, rough. That was right up in your ear then. Damn. Damn. Any last minute questions, guys, or am I just going to be yelling into the mic for the next 5 minutes? I'm going to end this stream exactly at the 2-hour mark. We have 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Or 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go, technically. So give me some questions to answer. Am I going to yell in the mic? Yelling in the mic? Hello? Hello? Match, does your $200 headset sound good right now? Is it worth the $200? I'm not going to yell loud. My mother's in the other room. Can you tell into the mic? There's the question. Can I tell into the mic? Hello? Match, how is your $200 headphones? How many people are going to click off for me doing that? Sorry, I'm late to the stream. God damn it, my headset unplugged. I beat the shit out of my mic. Hello, Samuel. Welcome to the stream. I'm your favorite scam call center. TJV, can you add me back in the live feed? What do you mean by that? Add you back? Add me back in the live feed? Got one more message to point. Nah, I'm okay. One last question, point to make. Nah, I'm okay. Type it in the chat, because I have 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Brandon Boyd, $2 super chat. Joke's on you. I'm into this. Are you really into this? Do you want a cookie for your $2? I'm going to spend your $2 on the most pointless fucking thing I can. Fuck your $2 super chat. If anybody else sends a super chat in the next 2 minutes and 55 seconds, I'm going to spend it on the most pointless fucking shit, and then I'm going to tweet it out, and then just a big ass middle finger over it. So joke's on you. I don't care if you're into this. Joke's on you. Your $2 are going to be spent on fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket and then throw it away. That could be $1 million, but fuck it. Fuck your fucking $2. I'm kidding. I love you, Brandon. I don't know who Brandon is, by the way. I just wanted to say that. Should the parents be made aware about Mini Lad on what he's doing? Yes, 100%. That's why I'm spreading it around so much. The more Mini Lad is talked about, the more parents can know about it, the more parents can control their kids on who they watch. That's why I spread so much information, because hopefully some of these kids are smart enough to be like, oh, I'm only 12 years old and I shouldn't be watching Mini Lad. And I'll be like, yes, you got the point. You grown up real quick. $2 you got receipts of what didn't happen. I'm going to spend your $4 on a $4 lottery ticket, and I'm going to show a video of me throwing away in the garbage and driving away. No, or better yet, I should buy like, what's for $4? I'll buy a pack of gum, and I'll flush it down the toilet. Yeah, I'll buy a pack of gum, and I'll flush it down the toilet. So your $4 means dog shit to me. It means toilet flush for me. I'm going to use your $4 to flush my toilet. There we go. That's the most pointless thing I can think of. CJV trying to reach local moms in your area in a new meta. Toilet paper. Yeah, just grab toilet paper and throw it away. All right. You got exactly 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. No more super chats. Just questions. Come on, guys. I don't want to keep doing the hello. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? It's not going to annoy me if you give me more super chats. I'm just going to... Well, it would annoy me because now I have to waste that money. I have to waste the money. I should do something new where, like, any super chats donated in the last 5 minutes of the stream, I have to, like, donate to charity. That means people would hold off on donating until the very end. And I'd be like, damn, what the fuck? Hello, Mr. Sun. Welcome to your favorite scam call center. Hello. Yo, kiss the mic and make me feel immersed. No, I ain't gonna do that. I'll lick the mic, though. Oh, that doesn't really matter. All right, 57 seconds left. 57 seconds left. Any more questions? 57 seconds left. Testing. Hello. 45 seconds left. 45 seconds left. I quit. Oh, damn it. Make out with the mic? No, it ain't gonna happen. You like jazz? You like jazz? You like... I can't get my voice that low. You like jazz? Brandon Boyd, Mr. Beast on a budget. Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to title the video, $6 wasted on gum, then flushed down the toilet. People are going to be like, what the hell is this? I'm going to put my 2-week notice in. Brandon, mate, $6 gone. Yeah, Brandon, you know you're wasting money, right? You're just flushing that money down the toilet. I got to wait till the 21st to get paid, and then I'll do it. I won't be like Brazo. I'll actually do it. I'm going to wait until the 21st, and then I will actually do it. I ain't going to be like Brazo and say, oh, I need school supplies instead. I need to pay for rent. I ain't going to do that shit. I'll spend the $6 on that. Make it $10. Do it. Nope, it's already been the 2-hour mark, so I'm not accepting no more donations. All right. Bye, guys. Go punch a tree, and then tell me how it feels afterwards. Go down to my Discord, go in ping chat, and let me know how punching the tree was. So make sure you got to actually go punch the tree. If you don't have proof, it didn't happen. Just like receipts. So I will get my receipt for the gum and show you that as well. All right. See you guys. Peace.